Welcome back to Brush Up Your Game, and today a re-review of Wave 9's Chang's Bird of Prey. A 4133 22-point bird of prey that is basically a Brel. And if it had the pricing of a Brel, this ship would be amazing. Without it, it hurts. It just hurts. See, if we go into Spuds, right, and we type in Chang's, and I might have to go set everything the correct way and go to Chang's. And we say this is an 18-point ship. I think I can actually justify this a bit more. Okay, anyway, the named ability here. If you attack with torpedoes while cloaked, you do not flip your cloak token over to its red side. Time token torpedoes makes this ship way better. So much better. The fact that you can have two on them, fantastic. This ship does have a rear arc. That's important to note. I like this with Ferengi photon torpedoes are great because they add the aux power. You're slowing down your opponent. You can have two of them on there. You've got the two weapon slots. Chang's Bird of Prey, very awesome named ship. Still gets run competitively. In fact, has gotten run more competitively because of time token torpedoes. And I'm definitely not one to say anything bad about this. I enjoy it. It's got, again, one of the best named abilities because it's an action here that basically says, hey, as long as you're making a specialized attack, you paid some points to get torpedoes, you're solid. The generic Bird of Prey is called 13 points. It's the same stat line as Brel, just a slightly worse maneuver dial. So it gets the same points. Or maybe it did get recosted in the... no, it got recosted in because of Ducat's Bird of Prey. That's why it got recosted. But yeah. Anyway, it's okay. I would rather run a Brel because of the maneuver dial. Chang, as a 7-skill captain, 4 points with a talent slot. During the activation phase, if your ship is cloaked, before you move, you can perform an additional cloak action with a 1 straight maneuver template as a free action. If you do so, you can still perform a normal sensor echo action after you move during the perform action step. So, being able to double echo can be pretty cool. It lets you do a 1 and a 2. You can kind of go one way and then the other if you need to. I don't know why you would, but you could. But more importantly, this is one of the very few cards that breaks the rule that you can't do the same action twice on a turn. So from that standpoint, I really like it. Gorkin, as a captain, action, roll 3 defense dice for each evade result. Place 1 evade token beside your ship. You can't perform an evade action as a free action this round. Is he really better than an evade? I don't think so. The way I'd redo him, just to make him a little better, is that you get a guaranteed evade, and then you roll 3 defense dice and add any additional in. I think if you're going to spend the points, I need to have some guarantee. Because, well, you've all seen, you have all seen plenty of my dice rolls. 3 defense dice means nothing. Kurla, as another captain. Yeah, this pack went heavy captain for some reason. 3 skill, 2 points. Each time you defend during the roll defense dice step of the combat phase, you may choose to roll 2 less defense dice to add 1 evade result to your roll. I'm becoming a little bit more of a fan of that because essentially all you're saying is one of my dice is going to come up blank or battle station. That's pretty much true. And I like that. It's not going to work all the time, but, as a captain on something like Weapon Zero, is this a terrible ability? No, I actually think it's pretty good. As a captain, while you're cloaked, again, I think it's okay. I, I wouldn't want to run him with something like Cunning, where you get to re-roll a defense die, but I'd consider Kurla, and that's something I think I've always kind of been on the fence with Kurla. I think Kurla's fine. I just wish he did better. And then we get Gorkin as an admiral, and I have the same problem with Gorkin as an admiral that I do with him as a captain. I just don't much care for him. It's what he is. So, yeah, I'm going to move on. Oh, yeah, sorry. No, the other thing I don't care for is that he also doesn't add a talent slot. He's 3 points just to give me a captain skill boost. And at that point, I got plenty of other admirals that do the same thing. Alright, Cry Havoc as a talent. If you're cloaked, discard this card, remove your cloak token, flip all your shields back to their active sides. You're no longer considered to be cloaked. And then during the roll attack dice step of the combat phase, you gain 2 extra attack dice, but you can't roll any defense dice. It's an action. Yeah, if it was like start of combat phase, I might consider it, because you can survey the landscape. If I could run this in like Alliance, I think it would have been cool. But it's neither of those things. And when it's neither of those things, I kind of just go, no, I'm done. I don't need it. I don't want it. It's too risky. It's very thematically Klingon, but I don't have the action economy to make it work, and that's my biggest struggle. Now, the Games Afoot is a 4-point talent, and here if you initiate an attack while cloaked against a ship that doesn't have your ship in its forward or rear firing arcs, during the roll attack die step of the combat phase, you may discard this card to gain an attack die against that ship for that attack. If you do this after you complete your attack, you can immediately perform an echo as a free action. Again, a discard for an extra die is iffy. The echo I like. It's a good benefit. And I have nothing wrong with this card and the things that it does. All of these things are beneficial. I'm fine with the setups. It all works. It just feels so situational. I gotta discard it, so I only get one shot to do it. I'm only getting one die. It just doesn't feel enough. And that's the biggest, just tough for me. I don't know. I want to like it. I like that I can move after I shoot. It is a safety net, but I'm already shooting at a ship that can't shoot me back. So any echo I'm doing is probably putting me into harm's way rather than out of it. That's the problem. These photon torpedoes are not the torpedoes you want. A prototype cloaking device, 6 points, and I already want to keep scrolling, but I'm not. When attacking while cloaked, you can disable this card before rolling any dice to keep your cloak token from flipping red. If you do this during the modified attack dice step of the combat phase, you may place an Ox Power token beside your ship to choose any number of your attack dice and reroll them. It's a nice reroll. It can have very good advantages. And before the 50-point rule, it was even better. I could probably have made some of the multi-attacking shenanigans work on a bird of prey. Added this in as a tech, maybe. And just gone crazy with it. Because this would have given me added quality. And it says when attacking while cloaked, it's a disable. But since I've done it, may place is optional. It's one time. One attack is getting better quality. But I can do that with a pretty big attack. It still would have been good. So, prototype cloaking device could have been a thing. I think 50 point killed it. I think it's got potential in missions. If we ever see bigger weapons come out for Klingons, I'm not sure what those would be, but some bigger weapons, this could help. As it were, 5-point crew is an action discard. To target a ship at range 1 to 3, disable your captain and the captain card on the target ship. Neither of your ships may attack each other this round. This is a last-ditch card. This is, I got to spend 5 points and an action. So I'm hurting myself this round. I'm hurting myself next round because my captain's disabled. And I'm targeting a captain to mess with them. So I'm hurting them 1 round. I'm hurting myself 2 rounds. And I've already hurt myself in the build phase. And all I'm really doing is saying we can't shoot each other this round. We can still shoot other ships. We just can't shoot at each other. So in I'm the one, you're the many, this actually helps me. It's attack cancellation. So this on Kobayashi Maru is actually really bad for me because the Federation ship is the one, and if I can't shoot the one, then what's the point? I guess if I didn't have a firing solution, it could work, because then I'm saying, hey, Federation ship, you can't shoot at me, and I can't shoot at you, but I already couldn't shoot at you, and so you can shoot at somebody else, that's fine, but you're going to do so with your captain disabled, and that's going to hurt. I don't know. There's some minor benefits, but again, 5-point card. I don't want minor benefits from a 5-point card. I want major benefits, and that's the challenge here. So, yeah, Chang's Bird of Prey, amazing ship, absolutely amazing. Intriguing talents. I'd say viable captains, but overall, just kind of leaves me wanting more. Still, get the ship. Absolutely get the ship. Find a way to get this ship. It is fantastic. Yeah, do whatever you got to do to get a copy of this, because if you play Klingons at all, you need this. If you play mixed, you need this. It works. Multiple people have done really well with it. It is everything it's chalked up to be. I can't stress that enough. Chang's Bird of Prey is definitely a solid named ship. Should be in everyone's top 20 to 25 named ships. And yeah, it's just that good. So, all right. Thank you all for watching. Appreciate your time. Until next time, keep brushing up your game. Take care.